here on Mount Olympus. We can be gods together. Gertie threw her arms around him. Really? Really. He leaned down and kissed her. As much as Gertie enjoyed the kiss, she soon came to her senses and noticed that some of the Olympians were watching them. I'll make my acceptance conditional. If they want me to become the goddess of vampires, they'll have to make you a god too. Hector furrowed his brows. What if they refuse? They won't, especially if your father speaks up for you. He kissed her once more, and together they made their way to his father's side to await the others. Hermie scratched his head and gave Delphine a once-over on the front deck of the Marcella II, beneath the pre-dawn stars. Del had just returned from a night of shopping in Paris with his sister Hesty and best friend Jinsu, along with most of the vampires. Hermie had just returned to the ship too, after helping with a blackout at a power plant in Dubai. Before that, he'd helped a group of college students in Kentucky retrieve their lost project from a computer that had crashed. As the god of technology, he made IT runs rather frequently and enjoyed them much more than being out on the sea. But he endured the sea life because he wanted to be close to Del. Del was wearing a short dress and boots, looking simultaneously sweet and badass. Her long, dark, curly hair fell past her shoulders, blowing in the gentle wind. Her dark eyes and dark skin shone in the waning moonlight. Hermie was pleased when she greeted him with a kiss as she combed her fingers through his short, black hair. Welcome back, he said. You look great. Thanks. I bought some new threads for you, too. She handed him one of her bags. Hermie tried to hide his annoyance as he looked inside the bag. He was particular about his clothes and didn't like others picking them out. He'd fought Hesty and his mother on that front for most of his life. But when he turned the soft cotton over in his hands, he was pleasantly surprised. She'd bought him a t-shirt? He lifted the light blue shirt from the bag and read the front of it. I paused my game to be here. You like it? She asked. The color matches your eyes. I do, he said, and he meant it. Thanks. Check it out! Jinsu walked across the deck in his new clothes, a tight-fitting gray shirt and skinny black jeans and boots. Do I look good enough for Mount Olympus? Alistair laughed. The sandy-haired vampire was wearing a long-sleeved button-down shirt, unbuttoned over a white V-neck, and loose-fitting jeans cinched at his hips with a thick leather belt. If the gods are grading you on sex appeal, you got this, boyfriend. Jinsu smiled as Chidori landed on his shoulder. Do you agree? The yellow canary tweeted her praise. Where's Poros? Hesty asked as she brushed her red curly hair from her eyes. Hermie glanced at the upper deck. Isn't he on the flybridge with Captain? No one is on the flybridge, Alistair pointed out. The swooshing sound of wings overhead made everyone lift their eyes up to the sky. Pegasus was hovering above the ship, with Poros and Prometheus astride him. We're late, the captain said as he pulled his white captain's hat more firmly over his black curly hair. Come on. Hesty flew up and mounted the white horse behind Poros. To Hermie, she said, Sorry, no more room. Prometheus turned to the vampires. I trust you'll keep an eye on the ship? We will have to do it from below deck. Del pointed to the hint of dawn just beyond the mountains to the east. Alistair gave an informal salute that ended with a snap of his fingers. We will reach out to you if we sense anything wrong. Thanks. Prometheus tipped his white captain's hat. See ya, Hermie said to Del just before he kissed her cheek. See ya, she echoed with a smile. Jinsu winked at Alistair and then joined Hermie in the air beside Pegasus. To Jinsu, Hermie said, Mount Olympus, here we come. Hesty wrapped her arms around Poros and leaned against his back as Pegasus soared over the Mediterranean Sea. Miss me? She whispered into Poros's ear as his blonde hair...